What up? Welcome to your show. Welcome to my show, Exactly Amara. It's your girl, Amara la Negra. Thank you so much for downloading and subscribing to Exactly Amara. Thank you for showing me love, support, and all that good stuff. Gracias por los comentarios, all the comments, the good and the bad is all good. I read them all. But the most important part is don't forget to rate us 5 stars. 5 stars is the most important. Don't come here que 2 and 3. No. 5 stars, because this show is lit. I entertain y'all, I educate y'all, I keep y'all motivated, and I tell you the truth exactly how you need to hear it. Today, I want to do something a little bit different. I've never done this before, but today I want to talk about y'all. I want to answer all y'all's questions. It's the Ask Amara show. There you go. I had an opportunity of telling you guys, I'm posting it also on my Instagram and just letting you guys ask whatever question. It didn't matter how intimate, how personal, how whatever it could have been. And I was just like, okay, go ask questions and I will be answering them. And today is the day that I'm going to answer them. But I'm not going to answer them by myself because I wanted to have my team here with me. They are amazing and they're part of my team behind cameras, in front of cameras, behind the podcast and in front of it. With y'all support, most definitely. I have here today Alex and Arlene que me van a estar acompañando on the Ask Amara episode. How are you guys doing?
Ooh, we're excited. We get to listen to the fans' questions.
I know, right? Todos los chismosos, everybody ahí que estaba preguntando y chismoseándome la vida. I love it. So I want to get right to it because we had a lot of people hit us up with questions.
Amara, we had so many people chime in. A lot of them want to know about the babies, but some people they have some questions about their love life too. First up, we've got Laia Nicole.
Okay.
When are the girls due? I know that you haven't shared that necessarily, and if you don't want to because it's too personal, you can hold back if need be.
No, but that's okay. I mean, I'll tell you this much. The only reason why I haven't said my due date, yo soy like very open and transparent. A mí no me importa. Pero mi mamá, as a Latina woman, culturally, my mom is like, no puedes decir cuando vas a parir. You can't say porque la envidia, los malos ojos, this and that. You know, it's very like the myths of like you shouldn't say when. So it's a cultural thing. That's the only reason why I haven't said. So I'm going to keep you guys guessing. And to be honest, I've thought about it. I don't know if I want to post the day of like, oh my God, my baby is here. Or like a week or two later, like, oh, this is when I gave birth. You know, I don't know how I should do it. I'm still trying to figure it out.
That was definitely another question. Will you be posting baby pics on social media or are you keeping those babies all to yourself?
Funny enough, you know that I've been checking out a Cardi. And Cardi B, I admire to a certain extent, right? How private she's been about her son and how she's made sure that, you know, her baby isn't like all over the media. Cultural, bueno, I think it was her first one. She was really excited. Ella es una niña espectacular, muy simpática. So, bueno, she decided to do it. But there's a part of me that feels like the privacy is important till you feel prepared, especially in this industry, because they're going to be there to judge and, you know, just... And there's this other part of me that feels like, you know, this is the happiest moment of my life. This is the most important moment of my life. I want to share this with the world. So I'm still trying to figure out what's the best way and how I should go about it.
Es que tú sabes también hay mucha gente chismosa, bro.
Exactamente.
Quieren estar en la vida, like, you know, like old school en la bata, con los rolos en el balcón.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I'm trying to figure out if I should or if I shouldn't. And I will, most definitely. But the question more is like, when will I?
Well, Lilibeth wants to know if you already have your daughter's names picked out and what are they? Here's another question you may not want to share.
Oh, yeah, I've been had these names. Let me tell you something. I had the name of one of them because I was prepared for one, not two, since I was like in middle school. I've had the same name. I said, the day that I have my son, I'm going to name him Blase Blase. And the whole time I thought that I was going to have a boy. And then I thought, well, I'll probably have a boy and a girl. And then when they said they're both girls, I said, bueno, mi amor. Thankfully, this name is unisex. So you're going to take this name. So I already know one. And then my mom chose the other one. So my mom chose both, well, I guess the second baby's name. And I picked the middle name for both of them. But it was complicated because the father for 2 seconds, he wanted to be the one to choose the names. And then that also brought me to the question of like, is it a cultural thing? Es algo cultural where in certain countries los padres son los que escogen los nombres. Like, do the guys pick the names? If they're girls, do the moms pick the name of their boys? Do men always pick the names? Do women always pick the names? How does that work? Alex, did you pick your baby's names?
So my second child, yes, I picked her name and middle name.
Oh.
So yeah,
And the
and I
mom was
did.
cool. She wasn't tripping or anything.
No. She was just like, yeah, this is fine. Like this, I agree. So I was like, my ex-wife was cool about it. I don't know if it was because of all the meds she was on, but she was cool about it at the moment. So bueno, ya tú sabes. So I gave her first name and middle name. Yeah.
Oh wow!
My husband, we don't have kids, but my husband said that if we have a girl, he wants to name her Daenerys. Like Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. I'm like, estás loco. No se va a llamar Daenerys.
Bueno, middle name entonces. I feel like, I don't know, the first, especially if it's your first child, you want to name your baby yourself. And it's like, it's my first little, tú me entiendes? But, so yeah, I know he's probably going to be so salty when I'm like, the names are da-da-da-da, nothing like what he wanted. But these are my first babies and I just want to be able to feel like I'm, really part of them. So yes, and I'll tell you this much. I can say this. The names are very exotic. It's extra as hell, like I am, because you already know I'm extra as hell. And when y'all hear it, you're going to be like, hell. And I'm going to be like, yup, done my babies.
Another big topic the fans wanted to know is about the dad. Cuddles93 wants to know, will you tell your kids who their dad is and is he going to be part of their life?
Most definitely. I'll let him know. I'll let the girls know, yeah. Like, this is your dad and that's just what it is, Just because things didn't work out with mommy and daddy doesn't mean that we don't love you. We love you very, very much. And because we love you very much, we wanted to be able to be happy and give you all the love, possible. And that's why we decided to, do things whatever way it is that it goes down. But I think it's important, especially me coming from a fatherless household. That's like to me was so important. Like I don't want to repeat the cycle and not give my girls the opportunity of having that father figure. Now, I will give the opportunity. It definitely is up to the father to take advantage of the opportunity because there's only so much as a mother, there's only so much as a woman that you can do. No matter what you do, it's a partnership thing. Everybody has to play their part. So I wouldn't hide them from them. Now, will they have a stepfather? Most definitely, eventually. I'm guessing that we'll have to do. I'm not no more quedar soltera. I'm by myself forever. I'm not going to be that girl. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I can't be over here to get depressed, falling apart, and everybody's over there, you know what I'm saying, busting it down. No, I'm going to live my life también, and eventually find a good stepfather that can represent, and then my girls will know the difference. Blase is dad, blase is the father, whatever.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you're doing your part. He has to do his. At some point, he's going to have to pull his weight.
Yeah.
Another fan question is, what advice would you give to a 26-year-old girl? I'm married as well with no kids.
Bueno, to each his own. Getting married, I think, is fine. But I would say don't have children till your 30s, personally. Don't have children till your 30s. So enjoy those couple of years that you have ahí left. Travel, live, go party, have, explore. And the most important part, which I kind of learned that in my late 20s, become financially educated. Mientras que tú todavía tengas la fuerza, as long as you still feel strong and you still have the energy to do it, this is the time to put in the work. I know that everybody wants to party while you're young, but I almost feel like I wish that society would teach us to do it reverse. When you're young, Work your ass off like a beast, 3-4 jobs, everything that you can think of while you're young, so that later on you can enjoy. Yeah, when your body is a little bit tired, yeah, you're more mature. When you get to that place where being home is more fun than going out. Once you get into that place, now you can enjoy your money, you can enjoy your husband, you can enjoy your children, you can enjoy what really matters in life. So I would say, save up your money, invest your money, become financially educated, find several sources of income, work your ass off while you're young, enjoy your husband, travel and go on vacations and cruises. Yeah, I got all types of freaky stuff. Because later on when them kids come, I'm not saying that you won't be able to do it, but okay, you're going to have to be on mute.
It's funny that you say that about vacations, because Freddie Prinze said something before that before you got married and had kids, or while you were married without kids, it was vacations. You would go out, explore, have a great time. Now that you go out and you go away with kids, it's trips. They're trips, and you're hoping you survive.
Yeah. Their trips. I don't even have my girls yet, but I can imagine that obviously life is going to be different. You think about them before you think about yourself. Are they going to be comfortable, or will they accept them in certain spaces? Are they going to be in their best behavior? So muchas cosas. When you want to have fun and be free, you're concerned about no toque esto, don't go over there. Where are you? And not only that, it's not just about their behavior. You also have to be concerned about the people that surround them.
Ooh, well, speaking of traveling, do you have plans on raising your kids here in the US or in the DR?
No. I'm having.
What was that little song?
Oh, you don't know that song, girl? Well, I can't sing it, but I'll tell you this. I'm having my kids here in the United States of America. And no, I definitely want to be able to show my kids both sides. O sea, que disfruten de su dominicanidad, de su latinidad. I want my children to most definitely, eso de que, hablar poquito, you better not, okay? Before I whoop that ass, you're going to learn how to speak Spanish perfectamente. Lo vas a leer, lo vas a hablar todo. Because I was born here in this country as well, but I learned. My mom forced me to learn, and I'm so grateful because it offered me so many more opportunities. So I definitely would like to have my children go to the Dominican Republic and spend time there and get to know your culture, tus raíces, right? Obviously, they're going to be studying here in the United States as well. And the one thing I would love to be able to do for my children that my mother wasn't able to do for me is to also take them out to Europe and take them out to trips and give them the opportunity to explore and open their mind and see other things. Unfortunately, our parents, if you come from an immigrant parent, they did the best that they could with what they had. But I would love to be able to show them, because obviously the more you show a child, the more their mind expands and the more opportunities and creativity and many other things come about. So I want to be able to do that for them.
Are you going to want them to be in show business, Amara?
They don't really.
I mean, you're going to be showing them around the world.
Yeah.
They're going to be seing you work, and you're an entrepreneur. You are in demand.
Yeah, they don't have much of an option, so they will be. I think that in the beginning, I already have a talent agency for my babies already, and they're not even born yet. So like whenever you need a baby for like an ad, a movie, I got 2 of them. Pick one. I want to be able to create, their savings account where they already have the little money ahí guardadito. And I won't force them like, you have to be a singer, you have to be. No. But I am going to bring you into the industry. If I see that you're talented, because some kids you could bring them and they don't like it. Óyeme, un pan sin sal, un huevo sin sal, like you just don't got it. If you don't got it, which I doubt it because your mother's fabulous, okay, then you're not doing it. But if I see como que you have a little potential, como que you're a little sassy, como que you're good for this, I'm going to put you in there.
There's also a flip side to that. You got to be careful too. They could rebel against you for wanting them to go there. And then that's World War IV ahí.
No, but you know what? I think my mom always says that your children will become what you want them to be. And in the aspect of you lead them, you guide them, right? You guide them to become those things. Serena Williams, Okay, yes, you showed that you were talented at it, but they gave you an opportunity to play with that ball and that rack. And yes, you have to have discipline. If you like it, you have to force them to learn how to be disciplined in a certain area so they can be successful. The same thing happens if you play basketball. Yes, I'll give you the opportunity of playing with the ball. You like it, now I'm going to force you into learning how to be disciplined so that you can become the best at this. So if you just leave your kids to just let them do whatever they want, you're never going to get the result that you want. I'll let you choose. I'm going to give you many opportunities. Play piano, play la flauta, violin, jump around, play with doctors, things, whatever I see that catches your attention and you show me that you're good at it and this is what you want to do, I am going to do my best to force you into being disciplined and becoming the best at that.
That's pretty cool. Well, if they're going to be anything like their mama, they're going to be fabulous.
Fabulosa, mi amor, divina, fabulosa.
We did get some career questions. Who is Bonita wants to know, I'm scared to put myself out there as an artist. I need advice. How was it like for you?
You're scared to do.
She wants to put herself out there as an artist. Quiere ser un artista.
Bueno, mi amor, if you're scared, yeah, right there, you're already lost. So change plans. Look for something else that you're not scared. Because in this life, if you feel anything in life is scary, it doesn't matter what it is. Everything in life is scary. Going to war is scary, but if you wanted to do it, okay, well here you are. You know, doing nails is scary. You might cut somebody's finger. Everything in life is scary. This world is not meant for scary people. It's just not. Tú tienes que ser una persona lanzada, fresca, atrevida. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And even if I messed it up, guess what? I had the guts to do it. At least I did it. You know what I'm saying? It's better to regret having done than regret not doing. So you can't be scared. What's the worst that can happen? They say, oh, your music sucks. So what? That was one person out of 7 billion human beings on this planet. Oh, well, you keep pushing. You keep trying. You keep perfecting your craft. That's what it is. And sometimes I'll tell you this much. In the entertainment industry, a lot of times, especially now, it's not about your talent. It's not about how talented you are. It's about your work ethic. It's about how hard are you willing to work in comparison to others. There's a lot of people that are extremely talented, but because se confían tanto of their talent, they don't put in as much work as a person that has less talent who's out here hustling and in people's faces all the time. So...
And there's a lot of jealousy too out there. A lot of unwanted jealousy. Instead of celebrating each other as humans who are striving, there's a lot of jealousy.
Yeah, but that's always gonna happen because I wish that we lived in a world where people support each other and they weren't jealous. But that's just not how it works. We have a lot of envious people that are waiting for you to fail and just to laugh and be happy and have joy off that. So whatever you do, you can't be scared. Slide up in people's DMs. Keep doing music. And the question shall always be, how bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, you're going to figure out a way to make it happen.
I like that. Amara, I got a big one here. Esta pregunta la han preguntado muchísimo.
Okay.
Now, we all know your situation with your kid's father.
Yeah.
Let's move it back one generation.
Okay.
Your dad. We've obviously
trash.
seen him on the show before, right?
Yeah.
On your show, on TV. Is your dad going to be part of your children's life?
I pray not.
Abuelito is not going to be around at all. You don't even want that title for him.
I mean,
what's going on there?
He can have the title. I don't have a problem with you having the title, but I just, you know, like he can see them because he got eyes. Like, look at them. But do I want you to be all up in my baby's face? No, I don't. Only because I realized that I gave you the opportunity of fixing, you know, first of all, you can't fix it, but I gave you an opportunity of giving me some type of closure of, you know, putting a Band-Aid over our past situations and moving forward. And you haven't taken advantage of it properly. You know, if you haven't been able to show me that, and I am literally your child, and I, you know, unfortunately, we even like resemble each other. You don't have that connection. I don't expect you to have it with my children. Now, when I had my gender reveal, I was told that he was crying on the low, like he was wiping off his tears and stuff, and he didn't let me see it. He's very prideful. But they told me, oh my God, your dad was crying when they announced, you know, the sex of the babies. And they told me, well, there's a possibility that, you know, he's regretting that he wasn't there for you. And he might be trying to fix it with the girls. if I were to see that, like you weren't a good father, but you're an amazing grandfather, yo feliz. I would be like, okay, bueno, at
It's
least,
a totally different feeling. I think
yeah.
that there's a sort of a self redemption
Mm-hmm,
that goes on
mm-hmm.
in someone's mind. I've seen this a lot in families where
It's like a second
daughter,
chance.
father, yeah, nobody gets along, but when those smaller kids come around, you have something incredible going on there.
Yeah, I think that that's what it will probably be, but I'll give him a chance. I'm very flexible. I like to give people chances in life, so vamos a ver.
That's great. I'm gonna ask you another question here. How did you feel when you found out that you were having more than one kid? Like,
Oh
did
my
your
gosh.
mind blow up? This came from it's dot Sausu, and I messed that all up, but yeah. So yeah, they want to know, like, how was your thought process in this? It's one thing, like, yay, I'm pregnant. You were having multiple kids here.
You know that it took me a long time to understand and realize that I was pregnant in the first place. And then nonetheless that, because you also have to understand, I come from having a miscarriage. And in my mind, going through that process of like, oh my God, I lost a baby, this and that, unexpectedly, but I lost a baby. That trauma to then being like, yeah, you lost one baby of the three. And I'm like, of the three, what? Oh, there's still two more in there. Just going through that process alone was a lot. And it took me a long time to even understand that I was pregnant because I wasn't even showing. I just really started showing not too long ago and I'm about to pop. So it was a
What
lot.
was that like, Amara, when they told you that you had lost one of the three babies?
I was you know what? At the moment, it was just because I felt like I was having like a long period and I was cramping and stuff like that. So I didn't even realize it. I just felt like something is off, but whatever. I think it was knowing afterwards that I was with child and I lost it. That was the, I was about to be a mom. It was hurtful. And you love that baby almost like if it was already in there. Like just the thought of I had life in me and it was very hard and I cried a lot and I kept saying why me and I was just upset and then I moved the why me into God, like what are you trying to tell me? What? Because in every experience there's a lesson. So it's like, ¿qué es lo que tú me estás diciendo? What do you want me to do? What's the sign? Like you do things for a reason. You do things for a purpose. What was the purpose of this? What am I supposed to learn? And sometimes it's to help you grow, mature. It could be for many reasons. So that's what it was. And then God was like, okay, when I'm blessing you with two girls and you're going to be able to handle it on your own. And I am going to, in my mind, I feel like he's going to provide all the things that I need, all the sources that I need to be able to be the best mother I can be for two people. So it's hard, pero, I think it's going to make me even a better person, a better mother, a better entrepreneur, a better many things.
Speaking of those two little people in your belly, I am Sandy Weiss wants to know, do you have any morning sickness and what are the babies craving at the moment? ¿Qué estás comiendo?
Everything. I am eating everything in sight. Oh my God, I've gained so much weight. I've gained like 27 pounds already. Pero most of it, they say, is just the baby in the tummy. But my thighs is getting thick. My booty is getting real juicy. And my face, my cheeks is getting como que ya round. And I'm like, ugh.
It's all right. It's pregnancy weight, man. Like, you got to remember you're eating for three.
Yeah.
That's including yourself. So,
Yeah, they
at
say
some
that
point,
when
yeah,
you breastfeed, it helps you
you'll
like
lose.
yeah
Yes.
to lose the weight or whatever. But no morning sicknesses anymore. That was like the first trimester. Now it's just my back really hurts. My back hurts so much. It's hard to lay down. It's hard to sit. I'm wobbling now. That pregnancy walk where you walk side to side like this, like a penguin. Okay, that's what I'm starting to do now. I'm really tired. I'm really exhausted because if being pregnant with one is tiring, imagine doing two brains, 4 arms, 4 legs all day. The girls are much stronger now, so they're kicking and they're doing this thing. It's really weird, but they do this thing now where you know how the head stretches out the skin and it looks like from one side to the other. they're both doing that at the same time. So it looks like I have aliens in my stomach. They're just like stretching
They're
out.
drop kicking you in your insides.
Yeah. And I love just watching it happen because it's so weird. But I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying it, recording a lot of videos so I can have the memories, taking a lot of pictures, now I have to go, baby shopping stuff, trying to learn how to do this. I want to go now to take classes, how to breastfeed, labor work, and all these other things. It's a lot
And the
of
great
work.
thing is that you'll have a midwife to be able to help you. They'll send them to your house too if need be, especially with COVID. It's been a lot easier for you to be able to get someone to come to your house.
Pero todo, mi amor, cuesta mucho dinero porque déjame
Todo
decir una
cuesta.
cosa. I had to do C-section. The C-section, from what I heard, is like 35,000 grand. And even if you have insurance, you still have to el copago, you still have to pay. And it's a little bit more when you have two, because even when they have to put them in incubators and all these other things, mama has to push through. So, it sounds like, oh, babies are beautiful. Babies are beautiful. But especially in this country, it's very much
It's
more
an
expensive.
investment.
It's an investment.
Yeah, it really
Very
is.
expensive.
So the last question is coming from me. Before we wrap up out of here, I'm a big believer in like you just said, education, learning the Spanish, learning everything, right? All the different languages. I've been very guilty of not sticking to the Spanish part and costing my daughters the fact that they can understand it, but they're not speaking it fluently.
Right.
For you,
Yeah.
when do you think that you'll be throwing them right into the fire and into school? I sent my youngest one to school at 7 months old.
Oh, wow.
They were already in school. They were, there's not a lot going there, but they're absorbing everything.
True.
And she is like super smart, language skills, everything.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Are you thinking more or less keeping them home with mommy and you, or are you thinking, education wise, I want to put them directly into something?
The thing is that now things also have changed with COVID. Before I feel like people felt more comfortable to take them to school early. And now it's like a lot of teachers are not even working anymore. Everything is done online. And I personally like the one-on-one physical connection. I want you to ask questions, put your hand up. Like, I want you to feel comfortable in that space. It's not the same when you're on a computer all day. I think it also makes you like antisocial. It messes up your social skills. There's a lot of things you have to look into. But I would love for my kids at an early age to start taking classes, most definitely. Also languages, not just Spanish and English, but I know that while they're younger is the best time to teach them as many languages as possible and go through that process. So,
my youngest one at 2 years old already knew sign language.
Pa que lo sepa. Es lo que te digo. Everything for kids is what you expose them to. They're a sponge. Just expose them to a lot of different things. I want them to go to school early. I just pray that, now with COVID, it's such a mission.
Yeah, we want to catch a break. Definitely want to do there.
Yeah. I think that everybody's over it, and I'm over it too. So, yeah, let's see what happens.
Last one. I know you talked about that C-section, but was that an option for you, having a natural birth?
So having a natural birth at this moment is not even an option because my babies are breached. Meaning like the heads are up and the leg and the booty and the legs are down. So that's not an option at this moment. Maybe later on they will flip, which I truly doubt. Pero I would have loved to be able to push, but then at the same time, I've heard como que, your toto doesn't go back the same. I don't want to experiment. They're like, oh yeah, it's a muscle. I don't want to hear it. Entonces it rips. Entonces one can come out now and the other one can be like, oh no, I'm not ready to come out yet, and be stuck there for an hour. And you have to like double push. Mira, slice me up and get them out. Okay? And we're going to protect the toto because, you know what I'm saying? That's a moneymaker.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to protect it. So we're not going to do it. But with that being said, by the way, guys, I love when we do these shows. I love when you guys ask questions because I know that it keeps us, it keeps that bond going on, and it makes us feel like we're one-on-one, we're here together. So thank you so much, and feel free to ask as many questions as you want at Exactly Amara on Instagram and also on Twitter. Don't forget to check us out on the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel and write Exactly Amara or go to Amara la Negra ALN. You can find everything there. Also, don't forget to follow My Cultura podcast on Instagram So you can check out all the other podcasts that My Cultura has, which are lit. Like, I'm a fan of Chiquis and Wilmer Valderrama. I mean, he's really good. Like, there's a whole bunch of them. So definitely go check them out. Alex, Aline, mi amor, muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much for connecting, for always being here for me, for supporting me, and checking out all these questions that the people had to ask. Bueno, mi gente, you already know this has been a production of iHeart's My Cultura Podcast Network. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.